What an absolute nightmare. It's Jover. I mean, it is Jover, right? Can we say that? It's Jover. The reason why they did this early was because they wanted people to see that he was virile, okay? That he was a stud. And he absolutely is not a fucking stud. He did not show up tonight.
Did you see that, like, they were leaking to the Wall Street Journal that he has a cold?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
No, that's great. That definitely fixes it.
Yeah, thanks for telling us now.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't look like you were trying to desperately do PR as a last-ditch effort, certainly.
Yeah. Well, I guess there is a second debate in September.
He's not. Is he going to survive? Is he going to survive until September? He is a cadaver rotting. That was incredible. I personally think that this is going to have, like, CNN can try to spin this as hard as they want, but this was a unfathomable W for Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Like, not even a question, because everybody pays attention to the beginning of the debate, right? Like, that's the most important part. And the beginning of the debate, Biden unironically performed worse, because this was about, like, not even what Biden was saying, but how Biden was saying it. Yeah. And on the aesthetics front, he just fucking, he can't do anything. He just looks old. Like, he looks like his face is kind of like, he's constantly got the old man face.
Yeah. It's not, I mean, he looked old in 2020, but he could at least, like, deliver a point. Like, it was, he couldn't, like, he took, like, his best issue, abortion. Trump literally said that it was a good thing that Roe v. Wade was overturned. Like, that's a layup. You've been begging for him to say that for, like, a year. And he couldn't press it that. He brought up Laken Riley.
Yeah,
Why
that
would
was
you do
insane.
That?
He looked lost the entire time. Sources, by the way, look at the Chiron. Sources demonstrating concern about Biden's performance tonight. It's so Jover.
That quick?
He also personally said the Border Patrol liked my bill like a fucking idiot. And the Border Patrol Union immediately came out and said, to be clear, we never have and never will endorse Biden. Like, what the fuck are the Democrats thinking?
The idea that he can, like, move to the right to solve his issues is just, there are people, like, who were swearing up and down before this that the issue here was, like, his FTC commissioner. Like, and I mean, you can't Keir Starmer your way out of this. The issue is clearly the guy on stage.
No, it's really, really bad. Like, it's a layup for an average Democrat, not like a topper. Dean Phillips could do a better job showing. Kamala Harris could do a better job showing up and demonstrating positions. Because, like, Donald Trump is sitting up there saying some of the most heinous, unimaginably insane shit. The problem is, when you lock yourself into the fucking, we are the party that is going to restrict immigration, though, you can't really do anything about it. You can't really.
Except his framing, they said he was right.
You cannot outflank your opponent. Racism, on police brutality, and, like, you know, doing more, funding the police more, like being tough on crime. You just cannot outflank the Republican Party on these issues. All you're doing is basically capitulating to their framing on the matter.
Yeah. I don't know how you could even, like, really argue, like, the Trump, because they've admitted that he was, like, saying, oh, on my second term, I'm going to shut down the border completely. I'm only halfway there. What are you saying? Like, why did we elect you if Trump was right about this? What was the point?
If in a hypothetical scenario, in an alternative universe where, you know, Bernie Sanders is running on Medicare for all, he became the fucking Democratic Party's actual presidential candidate, and he's going up against Donald Trump in 2016, and Donald Trump, being the populist that he is, turns around and says, actually, I think Bernie's right. Medicare for all is good. Do you think that is going to cause people to go and vote for Donald Trump because he's the Medicare for all candidate? Or do you think more people are going to go, oh shit, even Trump is admitting it. Well, I'm going to go with the Medicare for all guy.
Exactly.
Like, there's no world in which you turn around and go, you know what, actually, I want to vote for Biden because he's the border guy. No, you're going to go with the fucking border guy. All you've now done is basically solidify his position as truth, even though the underlying evidence for it, the premises that this immigration conversation is derived from, is complete nonsense. It is made up, hysterical, schizophrenic hallucinations of some of the most racist Republicans you've ever seen.
Yeah, Democrats used to say this like 5-6 years ago before Biden. They did push back against this stuff. They said the wall was stupid. They brought up that, like, they said this, and the polling, they persuaded people. The wall was never popular. Immigration was never something Trump was actually good on. But they've had to construct these narratives about, like, how any issue Biden faces has to be something other than age. It has to be over, like, that he's too left-wing economically. It has to be that he's not pro-Israel enough. It has to be that he's not strong enough on immigration. They're throwing everything overboard so they can just avoid reality. And, like, something has got to give.
I know. It is really, really, really fucking frustrating. People are saying that MSNBC is in full panic mode right now. Like CNN, the Chiron is saying, sources, them saying we have a problem after Biden's performance tonight. Like, Newswire from Politico. Democrats freak out over Biden's debate performance. Biden is toast. Yeah, it's so bad. It is so unimaginably bad. And it's like, we've been there. We have been here. years at this point. So it's kind of shocking that they are finally fucking coming to that recognition, as though like this is what it took. Like, I don't know what the fuck their expectation was. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. That was the worst aura from a president I've ever seen in my life. Bro, he's dead. There's no more aura. He's 1 HP. Okay? Yep. Someone needs to throw him a fucking health potion, but he's not going to survive. You know what I mean? He's done. Seems like Biden was a little flustered here. It's so bad.
It's like the extent that like liberals have gone over the past year to just believe anything other than the fact that Biden might be too old. They have been willing to just say that Trump is popular. They've been willing to say that people want immigration restrictions. They've been willing to say that basically that this country has no hope, and to live out this fantasy that Biden is the best candidate available. And it's why do you even do that? Why would you want to believe that?
It's because the Democratic Party is secretly run by accelerationist MAGA communists. That's why.
Yes.
Jimmy Dore is actually taking over the Democratic Party, and they're like, how do we get Trump a second term? We put Biden back in there. Okay, we roll him out, definitely, and then ultimately, you will, with a certainty, you will have Donald Trump as president. It's phenomenal.
Voters out there who went into this debate thinking they're for Biden or they're for Trump or thinking whatever they were thinking, what in this debate of substance that was true?
Oh,
dude. No, they're saying it won't matter.
Dude, that doesn't matter. We're so far from substance, big dog. That only matters when you have a competent person who doesn't look fucking demented on stage.
Yeah, you're trying to pretend that this is anything other than the election that it is, it revolves.
Which is how we got here. This is exactly how we got here, because the Democrats and those in positions of power and those in like liberal and left wing liberal media have literally been acting like what everyone can see, what all the fucking polling results show, regardless of their steady effort to make it seem like that's not the case, ringing every fucking alarm bell that Brandon looks like he's dying. Okay, you can't have Karine Jean-Pierre go up there in a press conference and keep saying it's AI that makes him look old. Okay, you can't do that.
It's insane cope. And I want to just so people don't forget, in the Senate races this year, Democrats are leading in every single competitive state. They're leading in Ohio and Montana. This is not the result. Trump's lead is not the result of Americans becoming more conservative. They are not conservative. They just don't want to vote for the fucking crypt keeper.
Abso-fucking-lutely, dude. Absolutely. It is unimaginable how badly they're fucking up. This is actually, it's not that unimaginable. This is exactly what happened with Hillary Clinton in 2016. Everyone was like, yo, she's unlikable. Yo, she's unlikable. She's gross. Everybody fucking hates her. People hate her so much. Democratic Party primary voters were willing to vote for a fucking socialist. That's how much they fucking hated her. And yet it didn't matter. They're like, no, everything's fine. Everything's fine. And then they lost.
At least she was polling ahead of Trump back then.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's that. You're right. At least she was performing better than Joe Biden. Oh, my Lord. It is actually crazy. I don't know.
There was I was just quickly reading this thing, and some Obama guy said, if this gets him to drop out, it was good. If it didn't, it's bad. It's just crazy that it took this to get to this point. This has been clear for a while now. It's like Ed and Eddie's been off the air for a minute.
What? Just now, John King on CNN says senior Democrat officials are now considering going to the White House to call on Biden to step down following tonight's debate. We have a problem.
We're marching on the Capitol.
Dude, January they're going to do a Bolivia-style coup. It's over. It's over. They're calling it the gayest coup of all time.
Oh my God, Whitmer head. The 18th premier of Gretchen Whitmer.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, I'll take her. I'll take JB Pritzker. It don't matter. Just not Gruesome Newsom.
Gruesome Gavin. This is what we've been waiting for.
I mean, Gruesome Gavin would push us over the finish line at this point.
Remember that debate with DeSantis? He killed it. This is easy.
Dude, he'd just be like, I fucked your daughter-in-law. That's what he would say. He'd be like, yeah, keep Melania and Ivanka away from me. You know what I'm saying? Shit might get heated. You know how I am. There is no way. There's just no way to fucking fix this. It is so obvious. I can't believe they tried to do this he just has a stutter shit for the longest fucking time. It was so crazy. Frank Luntz, after the first commercial break, I asked my focus group of undecided voters how many of them are more convinced to vote for Joe Biden. 0 raised their hands. Half of them say they voted for Biden in 2020.
Yo, he popped off.
Yeah, Jenkin, you were right on Thanksgiving. Yeah, we had this conversation very publicly multiple times at this point. Oh, no. Unless Kamala Harris goes up there and is magically no longer doing perks, instead is switch it up to some uppers and decides to start talking about a fucking coup. like a people's revolution or something, the Democratic Party's chances are fucking absolutely cooked.
It's gonna be awesome when they win like the Texas Senate race and like lose fucking like New York.
No, it is the most insane thing I've ever seen. You were bringing this up before before we switched over to CNN, but like the Democratic Party down ballot is going to, for the first time ever, potentially carry the top of the ticket. That's not normal. That doesn't happen. They literally are outperforming. Dude, Democratic senators in their races right now are outperforming Joe Biden in Nevada, Arizona, and many other fucking states by like 10 points, sometimes 15 points. That is so insane.
It doesn't happen. People literally, like the really pro-Biden people are like, well, this literally can't happen. These numbers are too big. Well, maybe like it's not like that infeasible. Maybe there's something different about this one guy compared to like regular ass fucking Bob Casey or Jackie Rosen or whoever.
Someone in his focus group, in Franklin's focus group, said, I don't even know if Biden can make it to November. I mean, yeah, me. I think that.
Even if like he drops out here, it's still so fucking embarrassing because he could have dropped out like at any point before this. It didn't have to get to this point.
No, it is every single day that is wasted is getting closer and closer to absolute bedlam. I mean, we're already there. Like, what are they going to do? I guess they can do like the convention, like they can change it up, old school style, you know? Yeah, I don't even know how I mean, I guess the DNC technically legally, because they fought that court case after 2016, they legally can choose whoever the fuck they want.
Oh, that's always been the case. They just don't do it like that ever since the 70s.
They could choose, I'm just saying, they could choose whoever they want. Like, they could literally completely cast aside all of the delegates and everything else and just be like, no, this is our guy. Democratic Party loyalists mostly get their talking points from MSNBC and CNN and New York Times op-ed pieces. So if they are all in unison saying what like we've been saying for fucking months, like what are the guys gonna do? They can't think on their own. They can't come up with like, they can't spin it on their own. They're fucking cooked. They have to be having like this shocking moment at this point. Stop crying, bro. Yeah, dude, I'm so fucking sad that everything I've been saying for the past couple of years at this point is like literally unfolding in front of people's eyes. Yeah. All these people that would like, consider what I have to say to be incredibly radical are now like literally repeating it. This is literally 8 months after October 7 all over again. Where do you hear, people repeating the shit that I've been saying for months? It's a moment of vindication. Dude, they should all be collectively deciding who's going to be the next president or who's going to be the next presidential candidate right now. This is holy fuck. I mean, they don't give a fuck. They're all bloodless in general. They don't give a shit. Clearly, the Democratic Party staffers don't fucking want the Democrats to win because they have been showing that time and time again with the demonstration of the worst political instincts I've ever seen from a modern American political party.
Who should they run? Who do you think they should run?
Who do
you think?
I think you're absolutely right.
Let's go.
It's Gretch. It's Big Gretch.
Yeah,
100%. Very popular. Very important state. And very popular. She's like she's a woman, so that'll make the Democratic Party look even more woke on abortion.
I don't think she would. I think if they asked her about abortion, she wouldn't talk about immigration instead.
Yeah.
Pritzker, he looks like he's pregnant. I'm sorry. I know people are a big fan of him because everybody's from Chicago for some reason. But
I like him because he's fat.
Yeah, I know. That's what's cool about him. He looks like the Kingpin from the Spider-Man movie, and that's really important to me.
I'm not even remotely joking on that. Like, I just like him because he's so fucking fat, and I think that's awesome. Dude, anyone, I don't know, like literally anyone.
Obama. Bring back Obama.
Yeah, fuck it. Michelle Obama.
Oh, he can't run for a third term. Okay. Who cares?
Anything's better at this point.